All right. Quick shout out.
Oh.
Jesus. Marion. Joseph. Anyway, quick.
Hey, Dalt.
Why?
Hey, Dalt, what's this week? There's two things this week.
Tell me.
Well, it's one, Cowboys week, baby. You get hyped for that.
Cowboys week.
Go!
So the Phillies are in the NLSD playoff, whatever you call it. So
LSD playoff.
Yeah. So it's a good week. It's a good week, and those Cowgirls are gonna be crying on the way home to Dallas, cause fuck Dallas.
Do you know why I said shout out to Tom Kinka though?
No.
5 years ago, we're in high school. We're leaving Spanish class, okay? And shout out to one of our listeners, Senor Ventini. We're leaving your class. I know you listen to the show because Tom told me that. We're on our way out, and Tom Kinka looks at me and says, Dalton, Philadelphia is going to go through a golden era in 2022. This is like 2017. I'm looking at him. I'm like, bruh, we're going through a golden era right now. I knew the Eagles were there. I knew we were getting our Super Bowl. I had that gut feeling. But I got to give props to Tom Kinka because he called it. Everything's gelling perfectly right now, like Jack said, and it's fun to watch. I can't even lie. It's fun to watch. But without further ado, Jackson, hit the harmonica for your favorite time of the night, baby.
What do I want when I'm in the state of Delaware? Of course, El Diablo Burritos. Customer service always is serving your food with a smile on their face, asking how your day is, but their food is phenomenal as well. Their burritos are out of this world, one of the best burritos in town. Their queso is phenomenal. Their burrito bowls are amazing as well. When you're in and around Delaware, stop by your local El Diablo Burritos and tell them that 302BIRDS sent you. God bless. Go Birds. Thank you, El Diablo Burritos, best burritos in the state of Delaware, for sponsoring.
Best burritos in the
Jack
nation.
Collins. On top today, we got our boy, Dean. How you doing today, Dean?
What's up, guys? I'm doing good. How are you?
Fantastic. How do you think about the Phillies tonight?
I mean, tie game going into, looks like bottom of the sixth about to be over. Wheeler's dealing, but the bats need to come alive. It's been dead. I mean, yesterday they were alive, but before that, end of the regular season and then the wild card round, bats were dead. They need to come alive if they want to make it past this round.
I agree. Casey, what are you feeling? How you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. I mean, I think Acuna's actually hurt. Breaking news. But yeah, I mean, it sucks for them. But yeah, no, it's gonna be we're gonna see what happens if we got a game. Well, obviously we're gonna have one Friday. We'll see if we'll have one on Saturday. But I'm pumped. I'm excited. I think the city's excited for both the Eagles and the Phillies. It's a great time to be a Philly sports fan right now. I think it's great.
Dean, you got the name Dean, right? How do you feel about Nakobe Dean?
All right, so I've been debating on whether or not to get his jersey, right? I love him. I mean, watching him play at Georgia, him and Jordan Davis at Georgia, both studs. Like, I want to see him get more playing time, but I mean, we've got good linebackers now, so I'd be okay with him sitting a little bit this year, have him learn under the NFL system, kind of get his feet under him. And then Kaiser White's only on a 1-year deal. So next year, maybe he can slide into that starter spot if they don't bring White back. But I do like him a lot. I think he's got great upside, especially being a third-round pick. It's a great steal in the draft.
For sure. How are we feeling about, coming into this week? It's a big week to be a Philly fan. Baseball we already talked about, but this week's Dallas week. How are you feeling about this game? Sunday night, primetime.
I think it's a rout, honestly. I look at the Eagles' offense and what they've done this year, and as good as the Dallas defense is, I think the Birds come out on top, and I don't think it's close. I'm gonna be there, so I'm hoping that that's the case. But I think this is right now. He played in the playoffs last year, but I think this week is going to be the biggest test Jalen Hurts has faced in his career. The atmosphere of Sunday Night Football. You're going up against Dallas, your biggest rival. Crowd's going to be into it. Great defense. They've got Parsons, Diggs, Lawrence. And I think the offense is going to have a test, but I think that they shut up Dallas and they get the job done. And they show everybody why Eagles fans have been excited all season. And I'm not scared of the Dallas offense at all. Like, yeah, they've got Lamb, Zeke, Pollard. Zeke is washed. He's not even their number one back anymore.
No, and it's
Pollard-
crazy you say that because we have a Cowboys fan that's one of our friends, and he's like, Zeke's not washed at all. But you see Tony Pollard get in the game, and he gets, 20-plus yards, gets touchdowns. So I mean, Zeke, yeah, he's that third down back, but at the same time, I mean, Tony Pollard's the guy. I think we have to find a way to stop him because he's kind of scary. I'm more scared of him than I am of Zeke for sure.
Absolutely. And like, as scary as Pollard is, with our D-line, I'm honestly not that scared about it, and with our corners locking down Gallup and Lamb, I think the Eagles have a really good chance on Sunday night, and I love their chances, and I think it's going to be a rout. I don't think it's even going to be close. I think the Eagles are going to give the fans something to be excited about, and I think the league is finally going to give us the level of respect that we deserve after Sunday night.
And one thing – sorry, go ahead, Jack.
Just one thing. Have you ever seen the show Loki?
I have, yeah.
You look exactly like
my brother.
Literally,
I think his flow's a little bit better, though, the lettuce.
The same thing. My boss told me the same thing like last week.
I don't know if it's a hair or what, but yeah, so that's all I want to point out. Is that what we're going to say?
No, I just wanted to say, great point by Dean. I thought that's going to be the toughest atmosphere of his career. Sunday Night Football at home. And one thing I wanted to point out, keep in mind like what happened the last time we played Dallas, the last two times. Jalen Hurts has got to think about that. So I really do think, even though Dallas may not be the best team on paper we've beaten or played, it's going to be the biggest test. So I really like that point. Go Birds. And hopefully Cooper Rush is rushing out of Lincoln Financial Field screaming for his fucking life. We'll see, though. But anyways, I know Dean wants to watch the game, so I want to thank him for coming on here tonight with us. And Dean, tell everybody where they can find you on Instagram, too, and find your brand.
Yeah, for sure. So on Instagram, I run an Eagles fan page. You can follow me at birds.on.broad. All Eagles information, breaking news, updates, game day posts, all that stuff. And we've got a podcast too. So if you go follow the Instagram page, link is in the bio. You can go check out the podcast too. I thank you guys for having me on. And one more thing, this is Jalen Hurts' first home Dallas game. So, I mean, that's going to be something to watch out for too. I know he's excited to play in front of the home fans against Dallas.
That is true. That is very true. I mean, he's going to pop off this week. But, Dean, appreciate you being on the show. Go Birds. Go Phillies.
Yeah, go Birds. Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, guys. Well, he's not here tonight. He's at a work event because he's adulting. But time for Phillies talk with Bob Tommy. Finger stitch.
You hear that, Jack? That's the sound of Red October. Dancing alone in the locker room, shooting off champagne right after a good Phillies win on Saturday. Hey, they did it. They did the impossible. Vegas said no, they're losing easily. A 2-game sweep. Cardinals are going to be no. Instead, they have on Friday. They have a 6-run ninth after not being able to do anything all day on Friday. Hey, and then they finally come back. Wheeler looked amazing. Nola looked amazing. We have October Nola. October Nola, scary. October Nola. He can't be stopped. October Nola. So we had him Saturday, Bryce with a Bryce bomb to get it started. Then we have come game one, Phillies put up 7 runs. They put up 7 runs today at the time that I'm recording this video. Oh, it's Red October, Jack. Best time of the year. It is Red October. And I don't want to hear it, Jack. It's Red October, baby.
Yeah, so Tom.
He's hyped up.
He's hyped.
That was crazy. That was wild. Hey, Tom, I know you're going to listen to this later, so it's not Red October. It's Birds territory, and let's go Birds.
It is Red October as well, okay?
Yeah.
It is both.
I mean, I don't know how you can be a full Philly sports fan and not say it's also Red October,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
I mean, it's been a beautiful Red October, too, because speaking of boys, we're extending the boy. We're riding with Philly Rob. Casey, how you feeling about this extension, man?
I'm feeling good about it. I mean, he fired the boys up. A lot of other teams, a lot of other coaches, they could have just wrote off the whole season and just been a dumpster dive, and we could have been rebuilding. You're talking about rebuilding. Where are we going to go? Who's going to get shipped off, this and that. And now we got our boys playing like they could make a run. I mean, we got it lined up tonight. We got Wheeler. Wheeler's pitching a gem right now. I'm watching in the corner of my screen. He's about to strike out Swanson here. I'm calling it 3-2 count. Nola set up tomorrow. We're gonna have home baseball or home playoff baseball in Philly. I'm excited just to kind of see that atmosphere on TV. I know everybody else in the whole city's excited, and they played probably the best fundamental baseball I've seen them play in years yesterday, and it was actually really refreshing to watch.
KJ, what are your thoughts? I mean, you got on the hat, loud and proud, looking like Philly
sure.
Rob, young Philly Rob.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I've got the comparisons to Eflin before from from a certain Philly reporter. But yeah, no, I think it's great. I think it's awesome, and I am totally in the mood of Red October. I mean, I'm also watching the game as well, and yeah, the Braves right now, they got 2 men on base. But yeah, I trust in Wheeler. I think Wheeler is wheeling and dealing, and yeah, to extend Rob's contract, I think it's great because he's already shown. I mean, they started out as 23-29 when Girardi was fired. I think that was the record, right, Casey?
Yes, I believe you're right.
Yeah. So 23-29. He was able to flip that team, and he was able to bring them to the playoffs, bring them to the postseason. Like, that's amazing. And he hasn't even been a manager before. He hasn't even been a manager of an MLB team, like a head coach, I guess you could say. So
Can I ask you guys something too? Do you guys think, like, that's a great point, KJ. He's never been a manager. Do you guys think, like, his management style is maybe a little bit different than a traditional manager, maybe a little bit more hands-off, and maybe that's why we're seeing more success?
Yeah, and I think the thing is, too, that he is Canadian. So he's not so he's not so argumental, I guess, as Girardi was, when Girardi would just get in the umpire's face and everything like that. But Rob, the thing is, he's more laid back. He's like, it's okay, eh? It's okay. I just have Canadian bacon, eh? All right, I hope I didn't offend any Canadians out there. I'm just messing around. Don't take it personal, okay?
In my opinion, he's a player's coach. I don't think Girardi is a player's coach. In my opinion, when we first got Girardi, I didn't think it was a good signing at all. Not for a young club like this. Like, Girardi, for him to be successful, in my opinion, to coach, like, it had to be all veterans, and that's what he was successful back in day in, like, 2009 with the Yankees when he won that World Series. But that's just not this team. Like, and I think Rob Thompson fits that mold of that, like, younger generation coaching where it's just that laid back, but that player's coach where he's actually able to connect with his players and literally help dig themselves out of a rut. I mean, shit, Castellanos is playing so well. Sorry, I'm watching the game right now.
Yeah, one zip Braves.
But
yeah,
I'm feeling something good happening.
What do you feel good happening,
right
Jack?
Hey, Jack, don't jump on the Phillies bandwagon if you're not going to be on it, okay? You're not going to be on it fully.
I need Schwarber to go up there with a baseball bat instead of like a wiffle ball bat and actually hit a baseball.
Yeah, he's
oh, nice boot, Hoskins. Come on.
Not being aggressive at all. Not really.
What?
Zep, Josh?
That should have been the end of the inning right there.
I don't know much about baseball, but like I said last time, I've watched the Phillies in the playoffs. It's fun. It's a fun thing to do, and I hope we win. Like, obviously, like, you know.
Josh,
I mean, you are a completely different person, though, since you watch playoff baseball, I was going to say, yeah. Like, you were like an 11-year-old. Think about how much you've changed.
Don't tell him. When was the last time the Phillies were in the postseason?
2011. Right?
Yeah,
Casey. Correct.
Hey, Casey, he just shut you up, bro.
No.
Dalton said 11.
I said 11 too. I said 11 that we won the World Series about a week ago and embarrassed myself.
Yeah,
with that.
he did. He said 2011.
And I have it right here too that it was 08.
You know, I know the Phillies history. Like, I just like don't have time to like watch like 1,000 games every year. But I like us when we get into the postseason. Yeah, it's really fun to watch us win. Like, it's just another thing we win at. Like, yeah. Philly sports. I don't know. Jack has a hard on for not liking baseball, and I get that. You know, a man has to have a code, but it's all right. It's okay, buddy. It's all right.
My code is football.
It's okay.
That's all that matters.
Your codes.
I just want to say this real quick. This guy, like, I don't know, the atmosphere, everything. Casey brought it up. Like, I'm not going to go to the game tomorrow because tickets are outrageous. Everybody here knows that.
Tried. We already tried.
Yeah, we tried. Not in the budget.
If anybody wants to donate some tickets to us, feel free.
Yeah, seriously. But the atmosphere, though, at freaking Citizens Bank Park is going to be absolutely electric. Like everybody just said, we're winning games. We haven't seen the Phillies in the playoffs in 10 years. We have a great manager. We have a great core. I think the sky's the limit for this young Phillies team, and they could be a great Cinderella story. I think when we were talking on Saturday, Casey, did you say baseball is one of the sports that, like, it's a little bit more random. Remember how you said in the NBA, teams win like 90% of the time? What were you saying with that again?
What I was saying, or you're talking Saturday at the cookout. Literally in baseball, it is the most random sport, in my opinion, especially when it comes to postseason, because anybody can beat anybody any given day. In my opinion, on paper, the Cardinals were probably a better team than the Phillies, but it just so happened that they got unlucky. They booted some balls in that one game, and then Nola comes out and pitches a great game too, and then your season's over. I mean, anything can happen. It's not a 7-game series, and even in sometimes 7-game series, you don't have that time to kind of build yourself back. So anything can happen in baseball. We've seen crazy things happen before. So
yeah, we've seen the Nationals and the Braves win the World Series, and I mean they weren't favorites at all because the Nationals were, I think they were a wild card team as well that year, and I think they beat us in the division. The Braves did, but they both weren't expected to win the World Series at all. So it could happen. I hope it does. I pray to God it does.
Be sick.
Game 2 is not looking great right now, but
yeah,
Be sick.
yeah, it'd be sick.
You get so drunk on Broad Street.
Yeah.
Oh, no, the parade would be electric. Any
I
parade
can
would
see
be electric.
Ballpark tell me right now, hey, come here, Harp. Give me some beer. Give me some Bud Light, Harp. Come on. Harp, come here. Give me a hug, brother.
no,
Like
Tommy's the
Clark
one
goes
trying
up to the
chuck
kid
it up
next
on
to
the
him and
bus.
high-fives him.
Yeah.
Tommy's the one
exactly.
trying to chuck it up on the bus and sails it 15 feet over, and it goes the other side and drills somebody.
And dislocate
And then he gets sued because he's unlucky.
No, he doesn't his shoulder.
But yeah, that's all we got for the Phillies tonight. Casey, I want to thank you for coming through. Appreciate you as always, brother.
See you, Casey.
Absolutely.
Go
Deuces,
Phils.
guys. Go Phils. Hopefully this turns around right now.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Come on, Wheeler.
Bye, buddy.
All right, guys, we'll
Welcome.
transition a little bit to something that KJ is going to be probably the most excited out of all us to talk about. So I'll let him take it first. We tried to get Greg here. He's on site tonight, but
If I can
let's hear it, KJ.
All right. Yeah, the Sixers, man, they're looking different this year. I mean, they got a lot of new additions. Montrezl Harrell. You got guys like DeAnthony Melton. I mean, and PJ Tucker. How could you not go without PJ Tucker? I mean, he is a little bit older right now, but let's see what this team can do. I mean, I know they got Doc Rivers still a coach. I didn't really agree with the move to get him back, but you know what? Doc Rivers, let's see what you can do this year. And you got Harden. I think Harden's on a more of a less contract right now, but I think it's gonna be a good year for them. I'm excited, but you gotta make it past the Eastern Conference Finals. You have to, or you know what? This whole thing is a bust. Straight up.
No, it is.
This
And
the year.
Farzy said it. Remember what Farzy said? Okay, we know how the NBA is going to work. Like Casey just said, in basketball, 90% of the time, the good team is going to win, especially when you have a guy like Joel Embiid on your team. So at the end of the day, man, this young Sixers team, the only two players that are older, and Embiid's not even that old. I mean, you look at what you got with Harden. He's a little bit older, but he accepts his role, and he knows what his role is now. So the sky's the limit for this team. If they can distribute the ball, if Doc Rivers can get his Twitter account straight, the Philadelphia 76ers could have a scary season. And they won again tonight. So, I mean.
They beat the Hornets. Yep. They beat the Hornets.
Yeah,
I mean,
doesn't really matter.
I mean, yeah, it's preseason. Sometimes I don't even know if Embiid even played because he hasn't been playing most of the games. And, I mean, it makes sense. But shout out to Ben Simmons. I don't know if you guys saw that clip. He airballed a shot in
I was laughing
in Brooklyn. I don't know if you saw that. At the park. He was at some park or whatever in Brooklyn. He airballed a freaking three. He was hilarious.
He's back for revenge. He's going to have a good year this year. He's going to pop some threes. He's going to play a full season. Yeah.
Brooklyn fans can keep on dreaming about Ben 10. Ben 10! Oh, my God. What? More like Bum 10.
I mean, did you see that shot the other day?
That's what I'm saying. It was horrible.
That looked awful.
He sucks. We're gonna be good though. That's all that matters.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, I mean, it only really matters in the last like 20 games of the season, honestly.
Dalton, I do have one question. What do you think will be the first object that a Philly fan throws at Ben Simmons?
A Ben Simmons jersey. It will be a Ben Simmons jersey. And do you know who will be throwing a Ben Simmons jersey at him? No, seriously, I was just thinking about that. I want to get a Ben Simmons jersey, and I want to be like his biggest supporter when he comes back and fuck with his head mentally, because he's like in an interview, and he's like in a podcast. He's like talking like he's like this shit. He's like, yeah, like I'm cool with Philly, like we get along. That's where I started my career.
I did hear him say that.
Kylie and me kind of had a thing there, or Kendall and me kind of had a thing there. You know what it is? I mean, we cool. I got these like long ass. Who the fuck cares? We hate you. You know we fucking hate you. You fucking hate us. Quit the bullshit. And if you want to play games, I will play games. I will show up in a fucking Ben Simmons hat and fucking Ben Simmons jersey, and I will somehow figure out a way to get courtside seats, and I will haggle you all game. Ben, can I get your autograph? Ben, you're such a good Sixers player. Like, if you want to play games, bro, we'll play. I just can't stand the fucking bullshit with him. It's fake. He's like, I get it. He probably does have like a little bit of a special place, but he was a complete bitch at the end of this whole thing. And everybody in Philly knows
he was a coward. He was
worse than Wentz.
He goes down as the most hated Philadelphia athlete of all time, in my opinion. I think he's the most hated.
Wow, that's
for sure. Really? Oh my God.
You want to put like a Samagua or like Byron Maxwell over him?
No.
That dude can still not pronunciate Asamoah's name is.
Yeah, Asamoah.
You guys always pick on the dyslexic kid.
That's not a dyslexic thing.
It is. I just blame it on him.
Dumb.
A little bit. No, it's dyslexia.
As much as I hate Nnamdi Asamoah, and as much as I was pissed off when I saw Kyle Carberry at Philly Sports Guys event with the jersey on, and I wanted to throw it out right there. Yeah, you know what? Ben Simmons is the most hated.
Did he wear
yes.
I'm not even going to say.
Yes.
All right, boys. You know what time it is.
Shit.
Oh.
Here we go. All right.
I hate you, KJ.
I'll be honest. I'm
5-0 pitches.
This is sad. Let's just get it out of the way. Arrow 125, Zep 112. I fucking suck. Oh, sorry. I suck. Like, it's just my team's just trash. I'm just sad. I'm done with it. Like, I'm still gonna play, but like all hope's lost. All right. Now that we got that out of the way, I'm sorry to be a downer. Like, it's just like the worst feeling in fantasy football when like there's nothing you can do. Your team just sucks. Like, you just drafted a bad team. All right. Sorry. Dalton, 129. KJ, 140. Or 139. Well, it's 130. Dalton doesn't put decimals in the fucking thing because he doesn't know what a decimal is.
Hey, dickhead, I didn't make the graphic.
Who did? KJ?
No,
Colin, our editor, the kid that does it for free, so you can't really.
No, Colin, I love you. You're a beautiful boy. All right, you keep up the good work.
Good. Don't fuck with him.
KJ, I'll give you 30 seconds right now to talk shit, KJ, on Dalton for kicking his ass.
5-0, Dalton. I told you, watch out. And guess what? Delco scumbags, you're next. You're next, okay? I'm going to prove it to you. And let's do this right now, a bet. If I win, you have to come on the podcast. No, not you, Dalton. If I win, you have to
Who are you betting? Who are you betting? Tom isn't here. How can you bet him if he's not here?
I know. You can show him the clip after, okay? Here's the thing.
Okay, so I agree, KJ. Go ahead.
If I win, you have to actually be like, okay, Montgomery County is way better than Delco. Delco's a scumbag county. And if you win, for some reason, I will say, okay, Monco is a scumbag, freaking rich county that a bunch of snobs are at, and blah blah blah. You know the deal. So there you go. That's my bet we got.
AJ, I regretted giving you those 30 seconds. You did not use them. No, I'm kidding. Yes, Dalton. What? You get your fucking 10 seconds now too. What do you want?
What the fuck? I wanted 15. Look, KJ, I'm coming for you later in the season. Look, I needed this win. I needed this loss, okay, to remind me where I'm at. Patrick Mahomes.
You're 2-3. You've lost 3 in a row. That's where you're at.
It's early in the season. That's like a freaking 40% win chance. Who knows? Next week I could be 500. The following week I could be above 500.
You're that guy who like you'll see like 5 minutes into the 1 o'clock games, you'll be like projected like 58% or something. Be like, oh, I got the win locked up, guys. Shut.
That was what I was saying against KJ. I had 51% and he had 49, and I thought I had it locked up.
In all seriousness, KJ's a powerhouse. He's 5-0.
People laughed at me when I picked Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs, and I just took it to the bank.
All right. In the next game, Delco Scumbags, 135. Wilmington Wolves, 103. Jackie, wasn't your day, buddy. Wasn't your day. You'll get back in there next week. Probably not, actually. You're kind of bad. And finally, Matranga, 150, and SJ Bartledue's 124. This is like a battle of kids who should probably be checked out to see if they're on the spectrum, but that's okay. So that's where we're at. I feel like everybody in this league is 2-3 because everybody in this league is 2-3 except for KJ, who's 5-0, powerhouse, and
Can't see me.
And Salucci is 3-2. So everybody's 2-3. I suck, so you can count me out. It's just not going well. Yeah. So, no, actually, Jesus, I suck worse than I thought. Dear God. Yeah. This, we're over. We're done. Go Birds. Go Birds. I'm done with fantasy.
What's up?
Put your face in the live. All I can see is a green screen. I'm saying.
Oh, sorry.
You're all good. Anyways, there you go. That's that handsome face on there.
There we go.
Anything else, Josh, or?
Yeah. How was your day, dog? Hey, buddy. What's up? You doing good?
Man, you could have given me a little bit better of a transition into the graphic now that you're a vet, but it is what it. No, I'm just fucking with you. Eagles Cardinals.
Maybe being a nice guy. No.
My day was pretty good. Jack made me laugh a lot. He had on a sweater yesterday, which he looked pretty handsome with. We work together, for those who don't understand, a little bit of a background information. But we know you guys don't give a fuck about our personal lives. Let's talk about the fucking Cardinals, and we beaten up on them. We have taken Cardinal ass kickings for years, is what I'll say. The Cardinals have been our kryptonite, and this was so refreshing to finally get a win against the Cardinals. You know what I really hate about that picture of Macklin running through the Gatorade? That's a sick picture. We lost that game.
Yep.
This game we won. I thought Hurts played decent enough to win the game, but mainly it was defense. And I don't know if that's a bad thing or a good thing, but at the end of the day, we know from 2017, defense wins championships. So we got lucky that field goal didn't go through, but I have a feeling that Jalen Hurts would have let us down the field and won the game if they would have made that field goal.
Yeah, no. Like I told you guys, I said we got to play 4 quarters of football, and we clearly didn't do that. We were on coattails in the second half, and we just didn't play well in the second half. And I don't know we should have changed our scheme, on offense and defense, like going into halftime. Obviously, we didn't do that because we almost lost this game when we were running over them all game long. And the fact that we weren't pressing on defense with Jonathan Gannon. Again, I hate Jonathan Gannon. He's a terrible defensive coordinator. We got lucky. We definitely got lucky. I think, honestly, Milton Williams had a block. I think it was –
He did.
Yeah.
He tipped it. He did.
That was very –
Actually, he said he didn't.
Well, his hands touched it. Okay. Anyway, Cowboys are a much better team than the Cardinals. Like Josh has said, Cardinals only play the last 2 quarters, and we only play the first 2 quarters. But the fact is, we have to go into this week. We have to play all 4 quarters the same way because, look, I'm not sure if Dak's back, but if he is, it's going to be scary because they can put up points. Their offense is pretty decent. Their defense is average. So there's a lot we need to fix and, play those 4 quarters because if we don't, then we're going to lose to the Cowboys. And I hate to wake up Monday morning to a Cowboys loss. So that's all I got to say. Also, it was nice seeing CMC doing something it's not CMC. Garner Johnson doing something. He actually had a pick, which was pretty nice to have. I call that pick going off his hands. So anyway,
that is true. Jack did say pick as soon as Kyler Murray threw that ball.
Yeah,
that's pretty sick. It was pretty sick.
Pick! Time for everybody's favorite part of the show, 302 Trivia, with your host, Jack Dalton, the mayor of Delaware.
Thank you again, Fantasy Football, for sponsoring us. Fantasy Football Network. This week we have a question, and the question is: following high school graduation, Chuck Benderek entered the blank, and it's a military branch. I'll give you that hint. Again, following high school graduation, what did Chuck Benderek do after high school? And we'll give you the answer at the end of the episode.
Jackie Benderek.
Concrete Chuck.
Yep.
All right, fellas. I want to talk about something real quick with you guys. Shout out to our new graphic designer, Hobbs. This is a dope graphic, man. I love it. Downtown in Philly. Look at this. 68 attempts, 266 yards, and 6 TDs. I saw a stat the other day. Jalen Hurts, through like his first 21 games or something, has more rushing touchdowns than Cam Newton. I don't know how I feel about that because Cam Newton never got a Super Bowl. They went one year, but People argue that they were a fluke that year. So, I mean, do you guys think that these rushing stats are a good thing or a bad thing? Or at the end of the day, I'm just looking too far into it and it really doesn't matter because we're winning games?
You're looking too far into it, and you always have with stats. They don't really matter. It's a matter of us winning games. Yeah, those are impressive stats, but at the same time, it doesn't really matter. If we had those stats and we had all losses, it would have been a big difference. But all that matters is we're winning games.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Jackie boy. All right.
I hate you too.
No,
you guys can make out somewhere else.
All right. I'm jealous. The stats don't matter, and here's why. Because, just by the eye test, Jalen Hurts is noticeably – last year, he ran when he didn't need to. This year, he's, running when he's escaping the pocket when he needs to, I think. I think it's not, his go-to anymore. And second, this man squats a shit ton of weight. You cannot stop his rushing attempt on the 1 yard line. Between him and Jason Kelsey leading the way, if it's 4th and 1 and we need it, we're going to get it. So no, I don't care about the attempts. Who cares? As long as we get the yard, as long as we win, I don't care if this man doesn't throw a pass touchdown this season and we still win the Super Bowl. Nobody's going to care about that at the end of the year, right? We won the Super Bowl. So I think we're fine. And I don't think he is in any danger. Actually, I'm not going to say that. I think he's safe. I don't think he's overworking himself.
Yeah, so from us, is that Dalton, those stats don't matter. I don't know if you got that.
You want to lay into him first, KJ, or you want to take care of my light work?
Yeah, I got you. So, I think it's pretty impressive what Jalen Hurts is doing right now. I mean, they were able to get some additions in the offseason, as we've said many times before. But, he's looking really good. I think last game, obviously, and I mean, in these second halves, it seems like he is just being kind of lost, to be honest. And I mean, the offense in general kind of seems lost in the second half. Last week, if we play the way we played in that second half against the Cowboys this weekend, I don't know if we'll be able to win this weekend. I really don't. I did not like the performance in the second half. I really did not. It seemed like we were dead out there. It seemed like we were dead. Because we had a very aggressive offense coming out in the first half, and I liked it a lot. But then all of a sudden, we just started doing some stupid play calling. And, I mean, as Jack was saying before, Jonathan Gannon started playing stupid zone crap, and it freaking screwed up our freaking defense. And then
we let up 7 points in the second half.
All right, all right, yeah, 7 points. Yeah, that is true. Never mind.
What's that? We almost lost.
How did we almost lose?
We did almost lose. That's what I'm trying to say.
How did we almost
would have
lose?
lost in overtime if he.
We would have lost in overtime. Yeah,
I don't understand why you have this.
I'm with Josh.
Liking towards Jonathan Gannon. He sucks
because our defense has given up very little points in the last 4 games.
Our secondary's on fire. On fire.
Yep.
Yeah, but I think honestly, I think it's great for Jalen Hurts, and I think it gives him a lot of confidence coming into a great game like this against the Cowboys. Great rivalry. I mean, it's going to be a real test this weekend to see if he is going to be the man, the future.
And we're going to be there too, guys. So if you're around,
we will be
lot G2 with 4th and John right outside Wells Fargo. Come find us. And if you guys haven't yet, too, check these out. We just dropped these guys all October long. Pink 302BIRDS loves the boobies. We got the breast cancer awareness in all seriousness. We don't make any money off of these. 100%, not 15%, not 30%, not 50%. No, 100% of profits are donated to the Breast Cancer Research Foundation, the American Breast Cancer Research Foundation. But seriously, check them out. They're awesome, really comfortable. And like I said, we don't make a dime, so it's for a great cause. Just wanted to plug that real quick. Sorry.
Yeah. I don't understand what we do because we play very aggressive in the first half, and then we just play super conservative in the second half.
Yep.
No matter if we have a lead or not, we need to have that aggressiveness all 4 quarters. So we'll see what happens. I mean, like KJ said, this is going to be a test on, if we're the team, if we can handle what we have. We have a really good team this year. Just need to make better decisions and play better defense and offense in the second half.
You made me put on my thinking cap, Jack. You know why? This is my thinking cap. Because I want to take you back. Okay, so yes, these stats are great. Jalen Hurts averaging 3.9 yards per carry. Okay, dope, awesome, whatever. Let me see if this will pull up. Sorry about that. You guys remember this play, right?
Oh, geez. Yeah, don't remind me. Oh, God.
Does that scare anyone else with his style? I mean, I'm not saying like, look, let me make my point first. You guys are right. Jalen Hurts is a weight room warrior. I mean, night and day difference from Carson Wentz, I think, strength-wise, lower body-wise. We got the better end of the stick. But, I mean, just with this play style, we've seen it with a lot of QBs. This was week 14, keep in mind. That's what I'm really worried about. I love Minshew, and maybe we have another year like that. But just like seeing some of these hits that he's been taking, he's been smart for the most part. I will give the kid credit. But the quarterback position is, notoriously a very dangerous position. And I'm not going to lie to you guys, 68 attempts in 5 games, that's a lot for a QB. Even Lamar Jackson, that might be a lot. So, I mean, there's definitely a risk associated with it, but 5-0. I mean, I can't lie, 5-0.
I'll tell you one thing. I think with the whole thing with Tua and the injury with him, it's kind of it makes it a little bit more risky, I feel like, with these kind of running quarterbacks. But, I mean, honestly, I think Jalen Hurts is somewhat of a better decision maker than Wentz is, I guess, right now, if you can say anything like that.
And this may have went up since I last looked at it. I just want to point out this is a graphic I had from 2 weeks ago, but who would have called it in the beginning of the year? Maybe the crazy kid on TikTok. I went in at plus 2,000. So I got my money in. And let's just say, Jackson, if this hits, it's going to hit.
Yeah, but we know it's going to be Josh Allen's going to win MVP. I mean, after the game he had last week, he's been playing very well. I think Josh Allen's going to be – I think he's the lead to win MVP this year. I could be wrong. But
he's using all his receivers too.
No, you're right. He's the lead right now. But Jalen Hurts, I think, is going to – I might cash out, like, if I can. I don't know if they'll let me. But there's a solid – I would say Jalen Hurts has got to be in the top 5, right, for MVP finishers? Would you say top 3?
Yes.
Yeah, top
3.
I
think top 3.
So it goes Allen, and then who's 2 probably?
Lamar. I reckon it goes Lamar, Josh Allen, and then what's his face? Jalen.
Maybe put Hurts at 2, actually.
I think I would go Josh Allen 1, Jalen Hurts. So I would go Josh Allen 1, Jalen Hurts 2, and then I would probably put Lamar 3, and then maybe Mahomes 4, if that was me.
Yeah, I mean, Mahomes didn't play well last week at all, so that was a weird game. I watched that. I didn't know what he was doing. But no, I mean, he's doing good stuff this year. We've seen a huge change in his throwing ability, how he's getting the ball up a lot quicker and out a lot quicker. He's utilizing most of his receivers every game. I mean, the first week he went to A.J. Brown all the time. But I mean, I said last year I think it's our franchise quarterback, and then I was like, no, it's not. But I think this guy is our franchise quarterback. I mean, the way he's playing, night and day difference than last year. And I think it was getting used to that system that we had last year. It's his first year starting. So, I mean, this kid's good. I mean, I'm not sure if he's going to be MVP this year, but I mean, years to come, I think he can win it.
Yeah, I think he's got potential, but like Josh says, Josh just wants the Lombardi. Josh doesn't care if he gets injured week 14 and if Minshew comes in and wins the Super Bowl for us. Josh is happy, right, Josh?
I agree with Jack. Like, Jalen Hurts has played great. He should be in the MVP conversation. He's improved a hell of a lot. I think he's a franchise quarterback. But who cares? Like, I don't care about sports betting. And
why?
Huh?
Why?
Have any money?
That's bullshit.
You can make money from it. Scared money don't make no money.
Yeah, but that's not really. Anyway, I don't care. Like, I just love football just for the love of football.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, I think it's a smart decision.
I want to win a Lombardi. I want another ring. I don't care about the MVP.
Yeah, I'd rather have that too. I mean, look at the Ravens. Lamar won MVP, and then they freaking get knocked out first round and embarrassed. So I'm with that.
Exactly. When was the last time the MVP won the Super Bowl?
Oh, God. Yeah, that's a great point.
Yep.
And I feel like the MVP for the NFL isn't as hyped up as it is for other sports.
It's not.
It really just isn't. I mean, like, I'll just hear about it, but, like, there's not a big presentation for it. There's not much around it. And it's just dull, I guess.
Who won the MVP last year?
Wasn't it? It wasn't Rodgers, was it? No,
It was Rodgers.
It was
Okay.
Rodgers.
It was. It should have been Cooper Kupp.
Because he did like DMT and then he like wouldn't shut the fuck up about it, and now he sucks ass.
Yep.
Yeah.
Real quick, look, 5 years ago, we showed this graphic earlier. 2016, Carson Wentz, Ben Simmons, Mickey Moniak, Markel Fultz. Can't even name that flyer. Josh, could you help a brother out?
That
Patrick?
is Nolan Patrick, yes.
Patrick, yeah.
Got it. See, I'm getting better. Anyway, so that's flashback 5 years ago. We think that we're about to go through a golden era, like Tom Kinka said, and I dropped in the beginning of the show. Who would have thought? I mean, in 2017, Bryce Harper didn't come until 2018, 2019, I want to say. Jalen Hurts didn't come until 2019, 2020. I mean, Embiid is the only guy that he called. It's just crazy to see some of these new faces and how this whole franchise, this whole blueprint for this golden era of Philadelphia sports has changed dramatically so much in just the past 6 years. I mean, Jack, what are you thinking?
What are you thinking, Jack?
I mean,
What's
yeah,
going on up there?
we did spend a shit ton of money in free agency to get these guys. To get Bryce Harper. But yeah, no, I think this is a good era for Philly sports. I mean, we have been a lot better in baseball. I don't really watch baseball, but since 2011, we got a lot better. We've gotten a 9-day difference from last year. We made the playoffs, but who would have thought we've been 5-0 this year? I mean, that's crazy to me. The only undefeated team in the league. And then, Sixers. I mean, they've always been a good team the past 3 years. It's just they can't get past the first or second round in the playoffs. But I think this is a good year. I think, it's going to be a 5-year span, and it's going to be positive vibes only for Philly sports next 5 years.
Shout out to Positive Philly.
Yeah, I'm not getting my hopes up. We've been here before, and it made me really sad. I mean, we still won a Super Bowl. Like, that's kind of hype. But, like, look how many people we lost. Like, if you look back at the Sixers, like how many people we lost through the process and all that. Like, let's just be happy with what we got, and let's not think too much ahead for the future. I'm sorry to be like pessimistic, Zep. That's kind of what I am.
That's what you always are.
Yeah, well, I like to keep people down. I like to keep everybody close to the ground,
Hey, thanks, Matt. I didn't know that was Nolan Patrick. Appreciate. No, I'm just fucking with you.
Yeah.
KJ, you want to take it next?
Oh yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, it's been crazy. I mean, I think this Philly success right now is the icing on the cake for what Philly sports has meant to. I mean, us Philly sports fans for the last 5 years. It's been rough. I mean, it's been tough. I mean, for all of us. I mean, for me personally, I'll never forget that moment in 2017. That'll always be one of the best moments of my life. And it will probably be maybe even more important than my kids being born. I'm just kidding. No, just
no, he's not kidding.
Maybe, I don't know. Depends.
Depends on the kids.
No, I'm kidding. But honestly, it's been great, and I am looking forward to seeing what the Phillies can do, what the Eagles can do, and what the Sixers can do. Hopefully. I think they're in the right direction. But honestly, as we were saying before, they are kind of on the thin ice, I would say. And the Flyers, God knows where they are. I'm still.
Oh God.
I want to pose a question to you guys real quick before we move on from this topic. Which of these three gentlemen raises a trophy first?
Ooh,
Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
Why so?
I think right now the Eagles are the best team in the franchise right now.
In the city, you mean?
Yeah, sorry, in the city.
Got you.
And I mean, Phillies are losing right now 3-0. And we've seen the Sixers make it to the playoffs and then lose within the second round. So very positive on the Eagles raising that trophy first.
Agreed.
I'm changing it up, and I'm saying the Phils. I'm saying the Phils. Okay.
This year?
Yeah. I don't know about this year, but I'm saying the Phils. Just because I don't trust in the Sixers making it past the Eastern Conference Finals. The Eagles, I love the Eagles. I think they are doing an amazing job, 5-0 right now. I just think the rest of the NFL is really good, especially the AFC. So it's going to be tough for us to get past, some certain teams. It depends. But, honestly, I think it could be the Phillies. And I hope it's this year. Because as Casey was saying before the show, when he was saying during the show when he was here before, anything can happen in baseball. Anything can happen. As I said before, the Nationals won out of nowhere. Could it be this year that we actually get to have a parade in Broad Street? And I know we saw Bring It to Broad with the Flyers hype and everything like that. They should have had that with the Phillies because they can actually make it reality. That's the thing with the Phillies. They can make it reality. Out of nowhere, when I was screaming 3 weeks ago at them and saying how bad of an organization they are, they flipped the switch.
We're back in May when they were 23 and 29, like you guys brought up.
Yep. Exactly. It makes no sense, but they're here, and they could do it. They might be down right now, but it's one game. One game.
Yep.
We take it back to Philly on Friday, and we're going to change the script. I'll tell you that.
I'll play devil's advocate for both y'all. I do think it's the Eagles. I agree with Jack's point, but the Sixers, I think a lot of people are sleeping on, man. Embiid is tired of getting knocked out, like first round, getting embarrassed in the playoffs. He wants to prove to people that he's elite. He's been snubbed for MVP. I'm with Josh on the NBA take, or his NFL take to my NBA take is how we'll translate it. I don't really care in the NBA about an MVP title. In the NFL, I'm not going to lie. I might care about it a little bit. But in the NBA, man, it doesn't matter. I just want a championship, especially with this team, because I say it every time we talk about it. We're wasting Joel Embiid's time and we're wasting his championship window, which means we are wasting our own money. But moving on to the last topic of the night, gents, I brought a special guest, an authentic Cowboys fan. We got the battle of the undefeated. It's Dallas week, baby. Let me get a motherfucking bird call. That's what I'm talking about, baby. And Jack, tell us what is going to happen to the Dallas Cowboys. Better yet, tell Jimmy what is going to happen to the Dallas Cowboys, an authentic Dallas Cowboys fan.
Yeah, Jimmy, I'm not sure who you are, but you guys are going down, coming to Philly. You guys disrespected us last year at the end of the season where you guys played your starters until the third quarter. And this is Jalen Hurts.
That's Mike McCarthy. I don't think that's Dallas fans wanting that. Like, you could probably ask Jimmy. He's probably like, nah, that's dumb as shit. Like,
yeah, it was stupid.
So I think,
Jim.
I think you're going to go down. And then, hey, Jimmy, I'm not really sure. Is Dak Prescott playing or is he
No.
questionable?
He's not playing. It's Cooper Rush.
It's Rush. Rush is playing. So it literally is the battle of the unbeatens.
Jesus.
Okay.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
I have a friend who's a Cowboys fan, and he's saying that Zeke is better than Pollard. Is that true? I think not.
they do two different things, too.
They're different running backs.
Zeke is better than Pollard. Let me tell you why. One, Pollard can't block to save his life. There is more to running the ball, and Zeke still does average 5 yards a carry. They don't run him as hard in the most opportune times. And what defense wants to get hit by, let's say, Derrick Henry consistently on back-to-back drives, and then you put in a faster guy? They're going to be tired. And that's what the Cowboys do, and they do it well. And especially with Cooper Russian, they've done it a lot more. They've been more balanced.
Okay. Yeah, so I think it's going to be a good game. I think it's going to be, a pissing match, as we like to call it here on 302 Birds. Is that any words of wisdom?
We're going to win. They're not going to be able to stop our run. And I think we're going to be able to stop their run. And I don't think Cooper Rush can win this game just throwing the ball. It's as simple as that. Sometimes it's not, sometimes it's just, just the eye test.
Here's what I would say, though. I think if we played this game in Dallas, I think we have a way worse chance of like, I would actually probably take Dallas as the favorite in this game, believe it or not, Vegas odds, if they were at home. Just because, like we pointed out earlier, it's a very, very tough game for Jalen Hurts in his career. There's so much pressure that what this team did to him last year, he's got to get past that mentally. Not saying he can't. I think that he can. I think that the Eagles will win this game. I'm just saying if this game was at AT&T in Arlington, Texas, it could be a way different story. So, if we lose this game, I'm very, very nervous that we will get swept by the Cowboys again this year. That's what I got to say. And nervous.
I think it's going to be a split 1-1. I think we're going to win in Philly, and they're going to win in Dallas.
We always split with them.
Yeah, so, haven't done it the past couple of years. But
well, We've been shitting.
Yeah,
Jimmy, do you know when we play you guys after this week too? Like, is it later in the season, insignificant,
later.
where we put our starters on the bench and you guys too?
No, we'll still be playing our starters.
Okay.
If it stays this close, it's going to be starter versus starters. Because I mean, even 5-0, the Eagles are still only one game up to
Yeah.
the Cowboys and the Giants. The Commanders we don't care about.
Like legit dead ass though. I have one quick question for you. What's your opinion on? If I was a Cowboys fan, I would actually kind of be pissed about Cooper Rush starting over Dak, especially in a game like this that kind of matters. I mean, yeah, I know Cooper Rush has the hot hand, but I mean, dude, for what Dak did for you guys, if is he not healthy? Like, I thought he's ready to go.
He's been like gripping stuff, but he's not quite ready to like a football.
Okay.
Like he was handshaking and stuff like that, which is a lot different than and I think personally for me, it's Cooper Rush has not lost yet. So it's like if he does lose this game, then Dak has a chance to come against the worst defense in the league with Detroit next week, and then follow that up with the Bears, which is like 2 tune-up games to go into the bye week. Come back to the Packers. So I think they're doing it the right way, even if he was healthy.
Okay. And then we have a friendly bet, right, Jimmy?
Absolutely. It had to be like this, and it turned out like this. So I actually, unfortunately, had to say it to Colin, the Giants. Since it's the battle of the unbeatens, I'm not going to wear anything Eagles. I've already said that.
I'm not wearing any Cowboys shit either, so don't worry.
Fair.
I mean, we'll see. I think I will be making somebody wear some Eagles gear though next week.
Yeah, not me.
Yeah, Cowboys first. But what's the bet we have, Jimmy? Tell them about it.
So if the Cowboys win, and Cooper Rush is the one that stays unbeaten as opposed to the Eagles, Dalton is going to say, "How about them Cowboys?" And just a pro Cowboys video, and I will do the same for the Eagles and do a Fly Eagles Fly. And
I really hope it comes to that and it's not the other way around, because I think saying that is going to be like, I'm going to have to swallow a big ass pill before and choke my fucking self out, because it's going to suck to say that if we lose.
I can't wait for Stephen A. Smith to come on TV on Monday morning with his cigar and his cowboy hat saying, How about them Cowboys? I can't wait for that.
I can't wait for him to do it wearing a Cooper Rush jersey.
He would never put that shit on, and we all know it.
He did a Romo one once.
Yeah, Romo's different though. That's Romo.
You're right.
Maybe Coop. I don't know. Maybe he does.
I don't think he'll do Dak. I don't think he would do Dak.
He wouldn't.
I love Dak,
Hasn't
though,
he worn Dak before? I feel like he has.
Did he wear Dak? I know he wore Romo.
I feel like he might have worn.
He's worn so many Cowboy jerseys because he's the biggest Cowboy hater. The biggest.
No Dak yet, but I do see the Romo and he had on the hat. All right, Bull. Anyways, Jimmy, you want to give us a score prediction on your way out?
I think the Cowboys don't let the Eagles score more than 2 touchdowns, just like they've done all year long. 17-10, Dallas.
Say that again. Sorry, because the graphic went up. I want to put this on TikTok.
All right, that's fine. The Cowboys keep their streak going as the only team to only allow 1 touchdown. Cowboys 17, Eagles 10.
Hell no, boy. I really hope you're wrong. But I mean, stats don't lie. Like you said, that one Eagles fan, he couldn't admit it. At least I can admit it. You're right. Stats don't lie. But I'll give it to the 2 stat gurus, the stat haters over here.
Stats don't matter at all. So
they don't matter at all.
All I gotta say is it's all about W's and L's. So
score prediction.
I know. I'm getting there. Relax. It's gonna be
shit.
It's gonna be 28-21 Eagles.
And while I have you talking, you know what I got to ask you for, too.
Time for everybody's favorite part of the show, 302 Trivia, with your host, Jack Dordan, the mayor of Delaware.
Thanks again, Fantasy Football Network. The question we have for tonight was, after graduating high school, where did Chuck Benderek go to? After graduating high school, where did Chuck Benderek go? And the answer is he joined the United States Air Force. Did not know that.
Wow. What a patriot.
Concrete Charlie, baby. I mean, is there anything he can't do? Josh, what's your score prediction?
35-24. Birds.
Go Birds.
Let's go.
Ooh. All right, I'm going with the Eagles. I'm going to be there. So I got to represent. And plus I got a bet going confident, or I would have never taken the bet. I'm going 31-24. Eagles win, and all the Cowgirls fans crying. I'm just kidding.
All right, I'll give you mine. I'm going to say Philadelphia Eagles. It's going to be, I think it's going to be like Jack said earlier, it's going to be a pissing match per se, but I think it's going to be a lower scoring game. So I'm going to say give me like 24-20 Eagles. I think that it's going to be a game of the defenses. Cooper Rush being a backup quarterback, Jalen Hurts having his biggest test, both defenses being at an elite level. I think it's going to be interesting. But anyways, I want to thank you for coming on the show, Jimmy. Appreciate you as always. Tell them where they can find you on TikTok too. Go ahead and drop your plug.
Jimmy Hot Takes on TikTok.
My favorite Lions Cowboys fan on TikTok, right?
Lions Cowboys.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you guys always.
Yeah, Jimmy.
Thanks for having me.
Have a good one.
See you, bro.
Get
All
that
right,
man
fellas.
off my podcast. No Cowboys fan on this.
All right, you guys didn't know I would do this, but I already know Josh's answer. At least I think I do. What is it, Josh? The best video game of all time, in your opinion? I think I know your answer.
Modern Warfare 2.
There it is. Jack?
Easy.
I'm going to go with Madden 08.
Yes.
Madden 08.
Ooh, Madden 08.
Classics.
Is
Also-
that Vince Young on the cover?
Yeah. Also, 05 was pretty cool too because you got those power-ups you could do. That was pretty awesome. Spyro too. Spyro was good too. But I'm done.
McCoy?
All right, I'm going to go with the first ever Madden I ever played was Madden 10. I love Madden 10. It had a great freaking soundtrack. And, yeah, it was freaking awesome to play as McNabb. And that 5-on-5 thing they had was just fun as heck. I was playing that for days with me and my brother on the Wii. I was playing on the Wii with that, and I still loved it. But, yeah, no, I love that game. I'd probably go with also, I'd probably go with NBA 2K12. I'm a big NBA guy. But then some of the NBA 2Ks kind of suck after that. But then also, I'd probably go with GTA. GTA is just it's so fun to play. There's a lot of details in it. Obviously, some details that are inappropriate for certain children. And some children should not be playing at certain ages. But that's just how it is. But, yeah, I'd probably go with those games. And Call of Duty, I remember a bunch of kids were always playing. They were like, oh, let's get on COD. Come on, let's get on COD. Get your ass on COD now, boy. And so probably go with those games.
Why did nobody say Fortnite?
No,
No?
this Fortnite is for a bunch of little kids or like 7-year-olds who just others.
No, I'm shocked nobody said Saints Row in all seriousness. If you knew what Saints Row was when you were a kid, it's very similar to GTA. Of course, I'll come out here and say Madden. Also, underrated game is The Show. I just love kicking Jack Dordan's ass in The Show. That's like one of my top 10 favorite things to do.
He doesn't mean it.
Never happened. Never happened.
Yeah.
It's a lie. Fake news.
We'll have to see. Maybe I'll download the game.
Kick your ass in Madden.
Boy, talk that talk.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah,
we'll play after
NCAA
this.
NCAA football was good
Boys.
too. You're right,
Boys.
Colin.
Boys,
Colin, you're
it's
right.
the Cowboys week. Let's get rowdy. Woo! Sunday.
Yeah.
Let's send those Cowboys fans back home crying to their mommies.
Yep.
And let's say that they are going down and we're going to win 2-0 this year in Dallas and in Philly. So let's go, Birds.
Dallas sucks.
That
Dallas
is-
sucks.
it
Dallas sucks.
outro, not an intro. Dallas sucks. Hit that outro.
Oh, Dallas sucks.